What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Folks, on the Bossman Show, we're back. Good friend of the show, my buddy Ron Ritter. You see Martin Skyhawks out of the LVC. You see him on the screen there. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, brother? Good to talk to you again.
Man, always great. I always know the season's coming. I get a chance to see you and spend some time, man. I'm fired up.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I must ask you, man, can you believe it's already year 3, bro?
It's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I feel like I just took the job a couple weeks ago, and now we're moving into year 3. Feel like we've got a strong program, a lot of dudes coming back, and man, it just goes by so quick.
Man, yeah, man. Like I said, you've been doing your thing, man, and you got your brother with you, man. You got a great staff, man, and I feel it's the government to go to work with your brother. Have a great staff, and these dudes who you have on your roster, man, has to make it fun to come to work every day.
Well, I think it's one of the most unique things in college basketball, really just in work in general. I'm the oldest of 4. My brother Reed's the youngest of 4, so we're 9 years apart. But to be able to go into the office and work towards the same goal every day, like it's pretty cool, man. It's something that not a lot of people get to experience. And then you couple that with the fact that we got an unbelievable staff with us. A lot of guys that are like family to me. Either I coached them or played with them or have been with me for numerous years. So. We use the word family a lot, and it's, some of it's biological, some of it's not. And so it is a joy to go to the office every day.
No doubt, man. Like I said, I watched you all play. I was at the game last year at Tennessee State, man. You all work together. You work with symmetry, man. Like, I can tell, man, like, you all are staff just connected. And I know that's very important. Some staffs, we got guys trying to have their own career aspirations, but that's not your guys, man. Everybody on your staff is going one way, one direction, man. Now, I watched it myself, seeing you all coach Tennessee State win that game and how they was all in tune with you, man. So talk about that piece of it, man. Knowing that your guys, man, are in tune with you, going one way, it's about winning, getting that W for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, I think the first thing is, I think I did a really good job of hiring guys that challenge me, that are very capable of being head coaches, that high trust, low maintenance, and I'll say this: I think everyone checks their ego at the door, and I think that's what makes us great. We all got certain skill sets. We've got certain things we bring to the program, but cohesively, man, it's a fun group. And I say this all the time, like for me personally, it's not for everybody. I gotta like to be around my staff. We spend so much time away from home. We're together, and some people are really good, just have working relationships. That I respect that, but these dudes that come in, they want to hang out, come over, and whatever it may be, we just sit around the office and chop it up. Like I enjoy being around my staff. Obviously, winning helps. Everyone's in a little better mood, but yeah, man, it's a staff with unique talents, unique blends, but we all go to work, put our hard hats on, and try to put the Skyhawks first.
Yeah, Ryan, me the same exact way. That I've got some pushback this kind of like you do too. I have to like you to want to have you around.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're the same way in that regard. That's why I mean you boys the same exact way, because I don't like you. I don't want you around me. Messed up my energy, my vibe.
Yeah, we're gonna spend that much time. I can't fake it that long. We got to enjoy. We got to have some common ground where we're sitting back. It ain't gonna be work all the time. We got to enjoy each other and see each other outside of that.
No doubt, man. I must tell you, man, that you got a hell of a roster. Let me ask you about the summertime, though, first. Who are some guys you really want to highlight who really got better this summer? Because I know their workouts are so important in the summertime. So what's some guys in your mind who you want to highlight who really got better for you guys this summer?
Well, I think you said it, man. The summer for us particularly, it's all about the guys. It's about their development. It's about getting them better, more confident, working on things we've identified. Then we get to the fall, it's really about our program. But the summer, it's all about these dudes, man. We let them have some free reign in terms of what they want to get better at. But I think, it starts with Jordan Sears. Jordan Sears was our point guard last year. He's first team all league. Known Jordan since he was like 9 years old, recruited him for a long time. But, he's a guy that we think has a chance to be best player in the league. And but I think, it's hard for me to point out one guy because we had 13 guys here this summer. And, I think you'll see jumps from our returners, Kobe Jeffries, Des Williams, KK Curry, Jalen Myers. I mean, those guys, all productive players last year in our top 8. But I was really encouraged by newcomers, Jacob Cruz, Issa Muhammad, Christian Fussell. We've got a lot of guys that I think are really in contention to have a great breakout year.
What's good about your roster, man? I feel like you have guys where you have some spirited practices, man, because when they're competing for minutes, it makes you a better team on the back end because you and I both know stuff happens, so to have guys who can trust this 10 through 13 and willing to walk on to are like really competitive guys, man. That's having that depth is very, very, very good. You know, you got to win at least 3 in 3 days or 2 in 2 days with the overseas tournament in March in Evansville.
Yeah, I think, and I think we're very transparent with our guys. We try to be as honest as we can. I think, our team feels very comfortable. I mentioned it before, but Jordan Sears is an all OVC caliber guy. He's probably going to soak up a lot of those minutes, 25, 30 minutes a night at point. And then, really outside of that, there's just 7, 8, 9 guys that could really compete for those minutes, outside of that. And that's what makes it fun is I think they like each other. I think they respect each other. I think they all wish each other could play 40 minutes. But the reality is, we're going to have to make some decisions, and it's good. It's a tough decision for us where we've had some years where it was a little easier decision. We knew who we were playing right away, and I like the fact that we've got 7, 8, 9 guys that really on any given night could be major factors for us.
No doubt. It reminds me of your Bethune days. We had all those talented dudes on your roster, man. Throwing them in waves at them, brother.
Man, that's it's funny that as a head coach, you gotta know yourself, and we all want to coach this picture perfect player, but the reality is, you got to coach guys that you got to get guys on your roster you can coach, and this team is built the way I'm accustomed to. We're long, we're athletic, we're deep. We got dudes that play their tails off. So I think we're kind of back to where we feel. We had some of those guys at Bethune-Cookman that. We're athletic for our league and could really make a difference. So I think we feel in year 3, we've got our team recruited the right way. Now playing is a different story.
No doubt, but the thing about your defense is very switchable. So that being long and switch 1 through 5 and cause havoc, man, and clog up those gaps, those slots, man. I remember how you were playing, bro. I was like, I said, yeah, he got what he wanted there. That's why I said, it's your roster, man.
I think that's where we're, like I said, we're in year 3. We feel like we've got our bearings in, and we got the fellas that we, feel really comfortable with. And man, I wish it was here tomorrow. I'm ready to go.
No doubt, man. Let me ask you, man, how cool is it though OVC is you've been transformed now? When first you got there was Belmont, Murray, now you got Western Illinois with Chad up there, Kyle, and Lynn in the Wood, and just seeing how it's changed over and growing in without the Belmont and Murray State anchors now, but it's just, hey, it's kind of wide open now for all of you all and having the right way to go, but it's competitive every night. So how cool is that seeing how the OVC has changed and still strong without those two old pillars of Belmont and Murray State?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think, everyone in our league, I think they feel like, hey, it's their opportunity to really, grab hold of this league. And, you got to give Morehead State respect. They've done a tremendous job. They've kind of been the dominant force in our league, even with those other couple teams. They had played right there every year. And I think last year we all saw an opportunity to be the lead dog. And I think with, conference realignment, you're going to see the next couple of years teams coming and going, and the OVC has traditionally been a really good mid-major league. I don't expect it to be any different as things start to settle and you get some real teams. Again, like I said, give Morehead credit. SEMO got to the tournament last year, but I think us, SIUE, Tennessee State. I think there's some teams that can really have great years these next 2, 3, 4 years, and I think we can really uplift this conference.
No doubt, about your league and OVC is that you also got to play by game, and that's another thing you have to deal with. But it also helps you for when you get in OVC play, challenge you very, very much. I know the schedule isn't out yet, but I know, man, it's very important for you all to play quality non-conference schedules because you and I both know it's tough as heck out there, man, trying to get that second at large bid. But comparatively wise, you all doing a great job. Bev the Bush, to get you all to help with scheduling with you all, man. I see the growth in your conference, but it's going to be great for you all down the road.
Yeah, I think, when we put together a non-conference schedule, we're trying to do a couple things. We're obviously trying to challenge our guys. We're trying to infuse confidence. But, what I've tried to do as of years late is, for instance, Morehead was a slow down, kind of grinded out team. They're physical. They're very well coached. So we try to look at all our maybe, guarantee games, say, is there someone that plays similar to Morehead that we could test ourselves with? Is there someone that plays similar to SEMO that we could test ourselves with? And you don't get it right on the head every single time, but I think, when I think of, like I said, a Morehead, I think they're disciplined. I think they play really hard. I think they've got a plan. Well, we're going to play Mississippi State. I think they're tough-minded. I think I think they're as tough as they come. I think they're very well coached. So again, not exactly the same system, but there's some similarities. I think that we can say, hey, these are the guys that are doing it at the SEC level. Let's get a feel of what this could look like headed into the OVC.
100%. And bro, you got three guys from my state here. You got Issa Muhammad, Mr. Jackson, and Christian Fussell. Tell me about those three young men and about want to come down here to Georgia, man, and get you some good talent out of here, man, to play for you and play in style. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I think the first thing with recruiting is you gotta get the guys that fit you, and we've been really successful recruiting Florida, recruiting Georgia. And, I'd start with the first one, Issa Muhammad. Issa was actually at Daytona State Junior College. And initially, and that's where, obviously I coached there for 4 years. So got great relationships there and ended up in Northwest Florida and then most recently New Mexico State. And so when he went in the portal, had some connections to him. And, to be transparent, I think he's got a chance to be one of the best forwards in our league, average 10-5 there. And, he's a big, talented dude. Fired up for him. And then Christian Fussell, again, a big dude, mobile, was at Middle Tennessee. And I think the most important thing about him, he was a backup on a 26-win team that was really, really good. One game short of the NCAA tournament. So he understands winning. I think he's ready for a breakout opportunity. And then, Braylon Jackson, man, he's awesome. He's a young kid from Atlanta. He's a walk-on for us this year, but man, dude competes his tail off. His dad's a great college coach right now. Just got his first head coaching opportunity. So he comes from great pedigree. And man, we're excited for those three guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Bro's dad down there, Gordon, down in Barnesville. I used to go down
Yeah.
to Barnesville, Georgia. That's friends down there back in the day. So yeah, Gordon, so I remember right where he is, not that far from I live in Starbridge, and that far away from my house, about 20 miles from my house. So yeah, I know right where his dad is down there coaching, man. It's great
Good
to
dude.
see. And for you, man, congrats on your extension, brother. You're going to be there hopefully longer than 3 years, 27, 28, man. But congrats on that extension, man. How that make you feel knowing that the AD, man, he believes in you, man. Everybody believes in you, brother. What you got building up there, Martin, man.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I think you get it. Those things are hard to get, man. It's we're in a time where it's win now, and sometimes when you don't do that early enough, you don't get to finish out your contract. And I love coaching basketball. I love coaching young people. I love pouring into them, but a lot of times that's not enough. You got to win on top of that. And I'm just fortunate, man. Our AD Kurt McGuffin, he's the best in the business, man. I love working for that dude. Obviously excited that he rewarded our family with 5 more years here. We're growing some roots and really appreciating Martin for what it is. So I'm excited to call Martin home. Hopefully they'll have me as long as that'll allow.
Man, no doubt, man. I said you one of my favorite guys to talk to. You're my buddy as well off the air, man. So I'm happy for you because I've been talking to you since at Bethune, man. So I'll be with the journey with you, brother. So I'm happy for you, man. I really am.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. So the first time we ever met, it was right when I got my job at Cookman. You were my first interview as a Division I head coach. So I was all nervous at first, and I'm like, hey, man, now we've grown a friendship, and now we get to talk as buddies. But I remember you my first Division my first interview as a Division I head coach. Pretty cool.
Well, I did not know that I was the first man. I did not know that.
It's funny. I really didn't think about it till today, and I was like, you know what? He was the first one. And I remember I was sitting right in my office. I had everything set up. I was organized, ready to go. And we jumped on. I was like, man, I'm a Division I coach. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I had no idea, man. Hey, I make it hope I made it easy for you then. I got that big easy for you now, man. I'm not, I'm just a cool, laid back brother. You know how it is, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Well, bro, man, good talk to you as always, man. I'll see you soon as I always gonna be cheering for you, brother. Like I said, you know how it is, man, with me and you, man. It's all love, man. I'll see you I'll see you one of these stops on the road this year, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, see you, buddy.
All right.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z. Sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
What's up, good people? Bet Online is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. Bet Online continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, where the game starts. What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to The Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.